So the lesson we are going to continue is respiration, and the topic which we are going to cover under this is the aerobic respiration. Students, just recall what is the difference between respiration and breathing. Breathing is a physical process where you can observe somebody is breathing, inhaling air, exhaling air, right? There are certain changes happening to the ribs, rib cage, diaphragm, chest will come out, chest will go in, so lungs, size of the lungs. So there are changes happening which we can see during the process of breathing. But respiration is something which we cannot see, which is happening inside the cells. Each and every part of our cell has the process, undergoes the process of respiration. So we are going to study in minute what is respiration, what are the uses of respiration, and how it occurs. Okay, so let's start. The learning objective for today is to be able to explain respiration as a chemical reaction. Okay, you all know how to identify what is a chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is something where some changes are happening, changes in smell, changes in volume, changes in size. All these things reflects that some chemical reaction has happened. Changes in the identity of a chemical compound, changes in the color of a chemical compound, changes in the state of a chemical compound. For example, if it was solid, after the reaction if it turns to liquid or gas, that means a chemical reaction has happened. Okay, so respiration is a chemical reaction. That means there is some change happening, some chemical change is happening in some of the reactants or the molecules. So let us see who is going to change and what are the things, what are the reactions involved for this change. So in respiration, what happens? Glucose, which is there in our cells. Students, just recall the chapter digestive system. We did how carbohydrate digests to form water soluble small glucose molecule, right? This glucose reaches into each and every cell of our body. There it reacts with the oxygen which we inhale, which we breathe in, going into the lungs, and from the lungs by the process of diffusion this oxygen goes into the blood, and from the blood oxygen also goes into each and every cell of our body. There inside the cell, oxygen and the glucose, they both will react with each other. They both will meet with each other and they will react to form carbon dioxide, water and energy. Such a reaction, such type of respiration where glucose and oxygen, they react to form water and carbon dioxide with the release of energy, is called as aerobic respiration. So aerobic respiration, you can see the two equations of aerobic respiration. The top one is called as the word equation, okay, where you will write the equation in words. So oxygen reacting with glucose. Where it is happening, children? It is happening inside the cells, okay? And in which part of the cell? Inside the mitochondria, okay? So this reaction is happening inside the cell. Oxygen reacts with glucose to form carbon dioxide plus water plus ATP. ATP is the term used for the energy. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. We have energy in our body in the form of ATP, children, okay? And you know, even when we are sleeping, that time also our body needs energy. Pumping of the heart needs energy. Circulation of the blood in the entire body needs energy. When we sleep, our body goes for the process of repair and growth. That needs energy. Brain is working while sleeping. It needs energy. Imagine energy is needed for so many processes while sleeping. And when we are awake, we need huge amount of energy. So that energy is coming only with the help of the process of aerobic respiration, which is happening inside the cells due to the reaction of oxygen and glucose forming ATP energy. The same reaction can be shown in the form of chemically balanced form. Students, please try to learn the chemical equations, balanced chemical equation. So you can see here 6 molecules of oxygen, they react with 1 molecule of glucose. What is the formula of glucose? C6H12O6. And they give to form 6 molecules of carbon dioxide. 6 molecules of water and ATP. ATP is it's an energy. There is no chemical formula for it, okay? It's just, and for now you will learn it's just ATP, okay? So let's go into a little more detail into the chemical reaction of aerobic respiration. Each and every symbol is mentioned here, children. C means carbon, H means hydrogen, O means oxygen, okay? So 1 molecule of glucose, what is the formula of 1 molecule of glucose? C6H12O6. Reacts with 6 molecules of O2, oxygen gas. Gives you 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, 6 molecules of H2O, that is water, and ATP, that is the energy which is required by our body for each and every work, even for the pumping of the heart, circulation of the blood, the processes happening during the digestive system, circulatory system, endocrine system, reproductive system, nervous system. Each and every system requires energy, children, and that is something very important. So aerobic respiration is the main, you can say it's the main chemical reaction happening inside our body to carry out all the functions, metabolic activities in our body. Now, you should be familiar with the word reactants and products. You can see here, children, an arrow over here, right? So always remember the left side of the arrow or the tail side of the arrow, the chemical reagents or the substances which are on the tail side of the arrow, they are called as the reactants. The substances which are towards the head of the arrow, they are called as the products. The substances which are on the right side of the arrow, they are called as the products. Clear? So what are the reactants in aerobic respiration? The reactants in aerobic respiration are glucose and oxygen. What are the products formed during the aerobic respiration? Carbon dioxide, water, and energy. So this is an experiment which is going to prove that living things, when they respire, they generate heat. This is an experiment. So how we will do this experiment, children? We will take 2 jars, okay? 2 bell jars we will take, and in the bell jars, one of the bell jar, let us mark this one. Look at this. In this bell jar we have the germinating seeds, children. Germinating seeds are what? Living or non-living? Germinating means something which is growing, right? The seeds are growing up to become a plant, right? So that means they are living. And remember, anything which is living, starting from a small unicellular bacteria up till the huge blue whale, everything which is living, it will respire, children, okay? So this green germinating seeds in this jar, they are germinating. That means they are living. So they are breathing also. They are respiring. So if they are respiring, what they will do? They will make carbon dioxide. They will make water, and they will also make what? Energy. That is in the form of heat. Okay. Okay. So but we want to prove this, that heat is being generated in this jar. We'll keep this here and we'll put one thermometer here. Fine. In another bell jar, we will take dead seeds. How to make the seeds dead? We will take the green peas, or we'll take the seeds and we'll just boil them. Okay? When we boil something, then of course that thing is going to be dead. So the seeds, they died. Now they are no more living. Now if I keep these dead seeds in the jar, do you think they will respire? Since they are dead, they will not respire, right? And then we will put the thermometer inside this jar also. We'll try to observe the rise in temperature in both the jars. Clear? Just for 2 hours, 3 hours, we'll try to see what is happening. You will observe after some time that in this jar, the temperature is not rising. Temperature stays till here. You can see this mark, till here only, right? That is, maybe this is the room temperature. This is the temperature of the surrounding. That's why it is showing the temperature till here. But whereas you can see in this jar, the temperature has gone up to a certain height. Temperature has risen up, right? That means something is happening inside this jar. What is happening? Seeds, they are respiring. They are using the glucose. They are the green in color, right? So they are green, they are having photosynthesis. They are using the glucose and the oxygen, and they are respiring to give carbon dioxide, water and energy in the form of heat. So the heat has risen up the temperature of the thermometer. There's a small research work here which is showing you how to prove that living things, they generate heat by the process of respiration. If living thing is there, definitely it will respire. If it will respire, it will generate heat. So this is an experimental setup which is showing you how to prove that heat is generated during the process of respiration. Read the procedure, children, and try to answer these questions in the end. Okay. Once you are done with this, again check your answers in the next slide. Okay, I hope you understood the lesson. If anything is there, children, do keep me asking in the group or in my private message. One more thing is there, children, try to see the video twice at least. Remember, once it will be not that effective, so you have to rewind the video and you have to again watch it once or twice or thrice. Then the concepts will be really clear to you. So what we have learned today is that respiration is a cellular process. Respiration is the process which we cannot see, right? But it's a chemical reaction which is happening inside each and every cells, right? And what is respiration? Respiration is the process of reaction of glucose with oxygen to form carbon dioxide, water and energy. And this is the energy which is responsible for making the higher temperature of the living things. Not that high, but the bodies are plant body or the animal body, they are quite warmer than the surroundings. And we have also done one experiment to prove that heat is given out by the process of respiration. We have also studied today the balanced chemical equation of aerobic respiration, or another name is cellular respiration. Clear, children? I hope to see you all soon, inshallah. Take care of yourself and God bless you all. Bye.